This may be the smartest thing Stephen Smith has said. Oh my goodness. So I came across this interview with Stephen A. Smith on CNN, and he is commenting on an interview with Hillary Rodham Clinton. Now, Lord, I don't understand Democrats in the sense of why on God's green earth would you put Hillary Clinton back in the spotlight? Why? For what purpose? Why do you keep bringing her out? She should be blacklisted. She does not help win elections. She harms winning elections. She harms any chance you have at winning elections because she is on Jimmy Fallon, I believe that's his name, and he asked, hey, what do you say to the people who don't like Trump and don't like Biden, right? Who are like, Her response is so callous. It's so, inconsiderate. It's so cold, bruh. She talks about, well, get over it. And I'm like,
What do you say to voters who are upset that those are the two choices?
Get over yourself. Those are the two choices.
Yeah, I love that.
Right? And
What?
bruh, there is no way. There is no way you say that to a group of people. There's no way you say that to potential voters. I'm like, this is your chance for you to tell people, hey, this is why the Democratic Party, right? This is your chance to really, it was a softball question, and she completely blows it with this callous answer of get over it. And then she tries to, to soften the blow by saying, well, you have one person who's old, who cares about people, blah, blah, blah. And then you have another person who's old and has 90 felonies or whatever, 90 counts, whatever that is, right? And I'm like, sorry, that's not good enough.
one is old and effective and compassionate, has a heart, and really cares about people. And one is old and has been charged with 91 felonies.
And lo and behold, you have Stephen Smith, who gives a very insightful take on what she said. And he starts off by saying, this didn't help. This didn't help at all because it comes off as antagonistic of the voter base. And that's exactly what it does.
I don't think it was a very wise statement on her part. How did that work out for her in 2016? You can bring up a whole bunch of things, but at the end of the day, the last thing you need to do is to do anything that could agitate a potential voter in this particular election.
Because if you have people who are deciding, hey, do I want a Biden? Is it worth for me to go out and stay in line and then vote for Biden? Is it really worth it? I don't really care who wins. I don't really care if it's Trump or Biden. It is what it is. And for her to say, get over it, and then do the same tactics that they do every single election. Both of them do. White Republicans, white liberals, they do the same thing. It's the most important election. If you don't vote during this election, the world can end. Okay, your children's children are going to be impacted by this election. And in some cases, they're right. When it came to Trump and, Trump versus Hillary Clinton, they were right. And we're now seeing, the result of that when it comes to affirmative action, when it comes to abortion, when it comes to a litany of rules and regulations that have been overturned by, a right-leaning, conservative-leaning Supreme Court and justices, and judges. So regardless of how you care about those issues, that is what is happening if you are hardcore, liberal or progressive. But the problem comes when you do that every single election. That's where the problem comes into play. Where you do that same talking point of, oh my God, you don't understand Armageddon if you don't vote for the Democrat. That starts to make people numb. Okay, it desensitizes them to the whole interaction because they get tired of hearing that because it just becomes now a gaslighting. And he goes on to say, this didn't help her win the election. I don't know why she thinks that it would help, Biden win the election. And he hits on a very, very pertinent point, and that is this detachment, right? This divorce of what politicians say and what Americans actually care about. And he talks about when it comes to voters, when it comes to American people, no one cares that Trump has 90 counts. No one cares that Trump is going through court. No one cares that he loses lawsuit and everything. I don't understand how Democrats think that it's important to talk about the lawsuits he's facing when he won the election. We have him on audio saying, grab him by the P word. And I'm like, do you think the people who didn't care about that, do you think they care about the lawsuits that are going on? Like, it's such a losing tactic that I don't know what to say. I'm befuddled. I'm just like, why are you bringing up his lawsuits? No one cares about that. And Stephen A. Smith is 100% correct in saying people don't care about that. People care about, having enough money to put food on the table, their savings account, retirement. These are things the American people actually care about.
They don't care about the 91 counts. They're thinking about their lives. And a lot of times we see politicians taking the positions that they're taking. And while we can respect their candor and their honesty, they do seem a bit detached at times from what the voters are actually feeling.
Damn.
And what the voters are actually thinking. Nobody wants to hear that from Hillary Rodham Clinton at this particular moment in time, because especially if you're Joe Biden, what are you really, really worried about right now?
So we don't care if it's the felon who delivers on his promises, or if it's the older gentleman who suffers from dementia who delivers on these promises, who are going to better and enrich our lives as Americans, because we see all the money going to non-Americans. We see this every single day. We see the amount of importance and urgency they have with non-American citizens. That's what we see, whether it's with Democrats and immigrants or Republicans and Israel. We see the urgency and the capacity for caring and sympathy that they have with these individuals. Let's see what you have to present the American people. And what Hillary Clinton, what she said, that is not the way to go about it. You trying to attack Trump on his lawsuits and everything, that is not the way to go about it. This is an L. This is 100% an L. And he talks about, hey, the issue is not whether they're going to vote for Trump. The issue is whether they're going to vote for you.
You're worried about folks coming to the polls. You're worried about them showing up to the polls to vote for you. You're not worried even about them voting for Trump. You're worried about them not showing up to vote for you.
The issue is not whether people are going to vote for Trump. The issue is whether they're going to show up to the polls to vote for you. Because that's how she lost last time. It wasn't that people were voting for Trump. It was that there weren't enough people voting for you. That the people did not feel inclined enough to get off of their butts and actually vote for you. That is the issue that should be focused, that should be studied, that should be researched. I don't get it. But yet they keep on with these old talking points that's going to get them nowhere. It's going to get them nowhere. I don't know what to tell you. It's just like, how do you not learn from something that's not working? I get if the Republicans are doing things, right? Because it's been working. You can gaslight the white ignorants every year. Every 4 years you can gaslight them. It doesn't even have to be every 4 years. They do it every day, constantly. And it's just gotten more egregious and more egregious. But they respond to that. The PWTs of the Republican Party, they respond to that gaslighting. Hey, you're going to lose the country. They're trying to replace you with immigrants. They want to have, whatever the gaslighting is, the anti-white racism, okay? They want to kick you out of the workforce. They want, the destruction of white people. They respond to that. They respond to that extremely well. What you have to think about, what do your people respond to, right? What do people who may not be hardcore right, but maybe centrist or left-leaning, what do they respond to? Do you think they respond to, well, get over it, and this person has lawsuits, this person doesn't, and he cares about you? Bro, no, that's not gonna work, bro. It's just not gonna work. And I know that they know how to market. I know that they know how to get out a message, because that's how they've gotten every single message out. That's how they got as far as gay marriage. That's how they got that. So they know how to market a message. I don't know what they're doing. This seems to be a losing battle that they have every opportunity to capitalize on, but they're not. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe Stephen A. Smith is a Sambo. He's a clown. I don't listen to anything that man has to say. You can miss me with that. Or if you believe, listen, a broken clock is right twice out of the day. Regardless of what you think about Stephen A. Smith or what he said previously on this topic, on this situation, even though he's a sports analyst, that they have him asking now political questions, on this rare moment, on this rare occasion, I believe he's absolutely correct. I think it was a very apt response to the question that was posed to him. And you know, Hillary Clinton, she's just callous, bro. It seems like she's gotten bitter in her old age. And I mean, if she was ever young. But that's what it seems like. And it's not going to resonate with voters. It's definitely not going to resonate with people who are undecided. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. What's the strategy here for Democrats? What are they doing? And subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Nowhere. It's going to get them nowhere.